and welcome back to Tattoo Homewreckers, a podcast where we talk about tattoos, life, and everything in between. My name is Callista, and this is
Gaia.
And today we have a lighter episode for you. We are talking about red flags and green flags.
I'm not 100% sure it is going to be a lighter episode. It might be slightly triggering to people because we're going to talk about...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, red flags and green flags.
Oh, yeah. Some people are going to get mad at me for sure. For sure.
Specifically you. You guys will not get mad at me whatsoever. I'm a really well-adjusted individual who...
Red flag. Anyone who says they're well-adjusted, red flag. So, I try to make this a drinking game, but it's 9 something in the morning right now.
And I have to be at work in an hour and a half, so
yes.
No drinking for me.
So no drinking, and then I still need to work out and go to the grocery store today. So we're just basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to list off a vague thing, and then she has to guess whether or not that's a red flag or a green flag for me.
Perfect. And then I did not know that we were supposed to make them specific to each other. So I just found lists on the internet. So
this is how today's going. So my lists are going to be oddly specific and hers are going to be generated, but I feel like they'll still be kind of specific.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Sure.
First one. Has birds for pets.
Dude, red flag.
Red flag. I think it's a red flag. I'm sorry. I just don't think that birds make good pets. And also there's something about like keeping them in cages that I'm just not cool with.
Yeah, I completely agree. I also have to just say, I'm really big on like, I don't know, if you're going to have a pet, like make their life the best it could possibly be.
For sure.
So like even, and this is great because I'm married to someone who loves reptiles. I think keeping reptiles is a red flag for me because like, you don't touch it. You don't like pet it. Like there's no like, that's like having a kid and sending them to boarding school. What the fuck is the point?
Yeah, they call them display pets. So it's the same thing with like tarantulas and stuff. They're just display pets because you're not supposed to handle them because they don't like it. But at that point, just leave them in the wild.
Yeah. At that point, like leave them to scientists to study and the wild.
As someone who has owned a reptile too before, like I also would consider someone who owns reptiles like frequently is a red flag for me because
you're crazy.
Because I'm crazy. Yes. Some of these red flags, by the way, are about me. So I also just don't think there's something about like, I don't know. I just want to be loved. I want to feel the love in the animal. You can't feel that with reptiles, or at least I can't. No. I didn't.
No.
And maybe a reptile lover out there is going to be like, well, it's because your reptile doesn't love you. Well, then that's their problem.
Okay.
Here you go.
So this is once again just a generated list off of Pinterest because I don't know the assignment. They don't speak negatively about themselves or others.
That's a red flag.
I agree.
That's a red flag.
I agree. I hate this idea of like never speaking ill of other people. First off, you need to vent. Yeah. If you are like holding everything inside that someone's done that's pissed you off, you're only harming yourself. And one day you're going to fucking blow up and do something way worse than if you slowly release the valve.
Yeah.
Now, I think there's like a time and a place, obviously.
Yes.
But like, nah, dude, I need you to have criticism to yourself.
Yes.
So we can work through traumas together because I don't want to be the only person in this room that's talking shit about myself in my brain. And I also don't want to be the only person who walks into a room and doesn't go, I need to like have fun judging these people.
I think that anybody who says that they don't shit talk is lying. You're A, lying because everyone does it. And B, have a little sense of humor when it comes to yourself. I get it. Like we know that like self-deprecating jokes can easily turn into like real thoughts, but it is important to have criticisms for yourself. Like I do genuinely think that, like you said, it's a key in working on yourself.
Well, and I think it's a key in like bonding. Like I love all of our inside jokes that are like, I don't know, you guys just joke about me loving Hitler, which I don't. Is hilarious every time. I went and met the tattoo artist that just tattooed her. Instantly she's like, see, I told you she loves Hitler. And I was like, oh my God, this is this dude's first impression, but also fucking hilarious.
Very funny.
I love like that entire just like roasting your friends. Like that's how I decide someone's friends with me. It's because they can fucking roast me.
If you can handle it, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's bonding. And in a lot of cultures, it's just normal. So.
Yep. So.
All right, yours is a little bit more wholesome. Likes Chili's, the restaurant.
That's obviously a green flag because you love Chili's.
It's a green flag.
So here's the thing about that. Just a sidebar. Personally, I don't care. I'm fine with it. If that's the restaurant you always choose, if you're like, I'm going to choose like just shitty American chain restaurants, I'm going to be disappointed because I do enjoy a higher class experience. Not super fancy. That's a fucking red flag for me. If you want to take me somewhere super fancy, no, I'm miserable. I don't fit in. I already don't look like I belong.
For sure.
And I do not, unless I've had like a drink, or slight caveat to that, if it's just you and me and we go to a fancy restaurant, I'm ready to wreck that fucking place.
Oh, for sure.
But the moment anyone else is there, including Caboose, like we all went to that fancy restaurant for New Year's and it was terrible.
Awful.
To be fair, the restaurant was terrible, but also like I don't want to be judged by everyone in there unless it's just you and me, because at that point I'm like, fuck it, let's rally.
It's really funny.
But
then we can play into it, right?
Chili's is solid. I just don't want that to be the only place you ever fucking pick. That's my only thing with that.
That's valid. Okay, so my original statement was Olive Garden.
Ugh. It's not good. Those breadsticks are not breadsticks.
I knew it was too obvious. I'm like, if you like Olive Garden, that's a red flag for me.
Yeah.
But Chili's
which is hilarious.
Okay.
Caboose and his best friend love Olive Garden. And I mean, the soup and salad is like fine, but I'm mad about those like breadsticks.
Oh, the breadsticks are bullshit. And everyone goes crazy over the Olive Garden breadsticks. So yeah, if you like Olive Garden breadsticks, that's a red flag.
There you go. Red flag. You like Olive Garden breadsticks. No, I'm done. I love bread, and that is not bread.
No, that's
cardboard. Play-Doh.
It is Play-Doh.
It's Play-Doh you put in the oven. You're forcing me to eat. And no. Mm-mm.
It even looks like fucking Play-Doh.
Okay, I guess it's my go.
Yeah.
They inspire you. Is that a red flag or a green flag for you?
Okay. All right. So this is a little bit hard because, I mean, as someone who's currently breaking cycles when it comes to dating and friendships, I think that if you inspire me, it's a pink flag for me. If it feels like firecrackers, that's a little bit of a pink flag because I have come to realize that I cannot always trust myself on what is sparks and what is a bomb. So
I thought you were going to say what's sparks and what's Reno.
What's Reno? No, what like you feel sparks flying in the air. Is it sparks or is it a fucking bomb? I don't know. So that's a little bit of a pink flag for me. What about you? They inspire you.
Yeah, I don't know. That really doesn't do anything. I feel like you can find inspiration from most people. Yeah. So it's not a red or a green flag for me.
You're just kind of like, I feel like it would be nice if it was just the guideline, like the baseline of things.
Yeah.
Right?
And I also just feel like you should surround yourself with people that... I don't know. The word inspire is a weird one for me because I'm like, everyone in my life should be pushing me to be better than I am.
Push. If they push me, then yes.
So actually, yeah, it's a red flag for me. If you inspire me, you're not doing enough. I need, like, we talked about this, like, I'm in search of a therapist, but I want like a hardcore, brutal therapist. I want someone who's going to be like, so let's talk about this. Or like, hey, when you made that joke, you meant this. Like, I don't need an inspiration. I need like a hard push.
Yeah, I like a hard push.
So yeah, if you're only inspiring me, I'm going to get real bored real fast.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. I also feel like inspiration has a lot more to do with yourself than it does other people. Like sometimes I just don't feel inspired. And that's just it.
I agree.
Goes to EDM concerts.
For you, that's fine.
Do you think it's a red flag or a green flag for me?
I don't think you like people that go to EDM concerts, so I think that's a red flag for you, which is also just, no. You like EDM.
I do.
You like robots having sex in the shower.
Love that. In the shower.
That's what it sounds like. Also, it's like I equate EDM with you taking a shower. Because Caboose and I will just be like going around the house like normal, and then all we hear is...
Yeah.
And it just sounds like robots having sex, and then the shower's running. So I'm convinced that you just go in the shower and have like robot orgies.
I was recently invited to a Spotify blend, and it's where basically Spotify takes two profiles, right? And blends it into one playlist. Horrible idea. It was probably the most humiliating thing because it would be like, oh, really wholesome song, and then like just trash EDM. Horrible. And I was literally asked, do you listen to this every day? And I was like, yeah. Like, and they were like, but like casually, like when you're driving to work, and I'm like, yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
It is pretty bad.
But that being said, I don't know. I would be fine with that because that's just what I listen to.
Yeah.
Like, you listen to my playlist.
Yeah.
It's everything from, like, country.
Meatloaf.
Like, I fucking love Meatloaf. To power ballads. That's Meatloaf and Celine Dion and, like, Whitney Houston, Aretha Franklin. All that's in power ballads. To
R&B, surprisingly.
Why? That's not surprising. You know my childhood.
I know your childhood, but like looking at you, you know, I wouldn't have expected that. You get this a lot. People never expect that you like country.
Because country is good and people are assholes.
And people never expect that you don't like metal.
I hate metal.
Yeah.
It just, here's the thing to me, and I get it. If you like metal, you hear more like shit with it. Same as like EDM. Now, like talking to you about it, there's parts I can be like, okay, I can see why this appeals to you. But to me, metal sounds like when you let little kids go and bang on pots and pans in the kitchen to tire themselves out and you hate yourself. That's it. So it's just funny. Grown men that got pots and pans and went to the garage.
I love that for you.
It's horrendous.
Because I do enjoy metal.
That's totally fine. You also enjoy EDM.
Absolutely.
And I enjoy gospel. And I enjoy Christian music because that shit's so much fun to sing.
These are red flags we're happy to own.
I've been replaying
gospel music.
Gospel music's so good.
It's something else.
It's so good. It's probably because you've never seen it live too. Like
I've
going
seen
to
bad.
Like no.
Like every Sunday I've seen bad gospel music.
No, you have to go to the South.
That is different. I've never been to the
South. Because like that will fucking reverberate in your soul. Which maybe if I watched robots have sex live, maybe I'd be into that. Maybe that's something you've done.
I'm going to EDC for the first time this year, so
to watch robots
have sex, yeah.
These are very obvious red flags and green flags.
Do you have a personal red flag, green flag?
They like cake. Is that a red flag or a green flag?
The band or the regular, like the food?
That's a band?
Yeah. Like the food?
Yeah.
Like what kind of, like they like cake?
Yeah.
I think that's a green flag, right?
Yeah, I don't like cake.
Oh.
I don't.
Cheesecake? Does that count?
Occasionally, I don't think cheesecake counts as cake.
I don't think it technically counts as cake.
I think that cake has like a consistency.
I like cake. I really like cake.
That's fine.
I don't like
I love you
regardless of
whether or not you like cake.
That's fine. Some people would say not liking cake is a red flag. So it's fine.
I don't like cake.
Interesting. Like all cake. Like yellow cake.
Ugh.
Really?
Horrendous.
Vanilla.
No, because you like the most boring cakes.
Do.
You want vanilla cake, vanilla icing.
It's my favorite cake.
It's what is the appeal to fucking...
It's simple, it's sweet, it's light, and that's it. Like I hate chocolate cake or like double chocolate.
I don't like that either. It's too much. There's just...
That's too much, but I'm cool with like a vanilla cupcake, my favorite.
Yeah. So I always think I like cake until I like have a bite and I'm like, this is so disappointing.
That sucks.
There's nothing happening in this. The only exception to that is like maybe carrot cake. But that being said, not American carrot cake, because American carrot cake is like comes out of a box 90% of the time. But like my mom could make a mean carrot cake and it still has like bits of carrot in it. Oh. So you have like texture.
Remember that delicious carrot cake we bought you in Iceland? That
you tried to kill me?
Yeah. I didn't try to kill you. Who puts ginger in a fucking carrot cake? Apparently Icelandic people.
The vegan broth that Caboose got for miso last night has ginger in it.
No.
I didn't eat it. And then he put entirely too much chili oil on the vegetables. So when I was like, it's fine, I'll just take the veggies. I don't need ramen and I'll just put them on a salad. Then I like took like 2 bites of the salad and I was like, I can't taste this because it is nothing but burning. And I was like, can you still taste? And he's like, a little bit. Yeah. I'm like, why do you like stuff this hot? I couldn't even finish it. I was like, this is why you and Callie walk around with indigestion all the time.
The chili oil thing, it is one of those bottles where you cannot not use a spoon. Like it's really frustrating because I want to be able to just like, ooh, like a little whoop. But no, every single time it's
it is
like falls out of the bottle.
It's either like 1 drop or you're like that's 3 tablespoons of chili oil.
Oops, sorry. Yeah,
and I am not Anna. I cannot handle that.
That's just crazy. Okay, so is this a red flag or a green flag? Is or has been in the military.
For you, that's probably a red flag.
Yeah. For you?
No, dude, that's a green flag.
Absolutely. I knew it.
90% of my favorite people have been in the military.
Yeah, you've had really great... Well, that's my thing, too, is, like, only one person has ruined it for me, really. But, like, my friends who have been in the military or still currently in the military, great.
Ooh, let me add a little caveat. This is going to offend some of our listeners. But if you're a Marine, that's a red flag. Because that whole concept of like once a Marine, always a Marine, I don't share that. No other occupation is that like a thing, except for maybe cops. And even then, that's like a red flag for me.
Yeah.
Because like if I wasn't a tattoo artist, I'm not a tattoo artist anymore. I was previously a tattoo artist.
Yeah.
But I'm not still. I no longer compete in strongman, so I don't consider myself a strongman athlete.
Right.
Like, no, just because you were a Marine 40 years ago, no, George, you're not a Marine anymore. That's not how that works. You're in your fucking 60s and you haven't like picked up a dumbbell or a gun in fucking 20 years. It does not count. You are not a Marine.
Doesn't count.
You're just a human being and that's okay.
Yeah, I do like that.
Yeah, that's my only caveat to that.
That's a good caveat.
However, if someone can argue with that, I would love to hear the perspective.
Tell me about why it's a green flag.
Yeah, just somebody yelling at me, be like, well, I am a Marine. Okay.
Something else.
Like,
give us some sense.
But otherwise, like, I don't know. Most of my favorite people in the world have served in the military. And there's that thing that you can tell a motherfucker who's been in the military for a minute. Not newbies. I used to work near a base. No, you guys don't have the swagger yet. Calm down. Yes, there is that. It's the same thing that like Caboose with his beard and like grown out hair can walk in and people will be like, oh, hi. I'm like, yeah, he's in the military. You can tell. They can tell instantly.
Funny.
It's that thing that like other men are like dickmatized by him because they're just like, oh, hey, what's up?
Yeah, the dickmatized thing is a real thing for him specifically. He's,
But like you can tell, like I can tell my clients where I'm like, oh, you're in the military. And it's just from the way that they walk.
I think I haven't, okay, so I haven't noticed that, but I have noticed like retired cops. Like if you were a cop for a long time, I do know immediately if you were a cop.
Well, they walk like that because that big old belt.
Oh.
Because they have that big belt that they always have to carry. Yeah, so they walk like that to like counteract their belt. It's going to be great for anyone that watches this because you just watch me waddle in a chair.
Penguins, they walk like penguins.
Yes.
That's funny. I was going to say it's more the energy per se and like how they speak to me. I'm like, oh yeah, you were probably
That's the same thing with military.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for you to get to the South and then it's just CERN, ma'am, all the time.
Oh, I am going to melt. When we go to the South, I'm so excited. We've been watching this documentary. It's not a documentary. This show on Hulu called Candy. And it's in Texas. And I just love the way they talk. Hey, y'all. It's so cute.
You're so funny.
I think it's your go.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Misaligned long-term goals. So you have different
views. Are you joking? That's a fucking... Well, okay. Well, wait. Hold on. You said different views?
Yeah, like if you have different long-term goals.
I think that is a green flag for me, actually. Obviously, when it comes to red flag, green flag, as far as compatibility goes, sure, that's an issue. But it's a green flag for me if you have long-term goals that are different from mine because it shows me that you have enough, I guess, like character to stick with your shit despite what I think. Mm-hmm. I think it's a green flag.
I agree. Apparently it's on the 12 red flags on a date.
That is...
So, apparently this list is very faulty because I'm like, I just care that you have long-term goals.
That's important to me. The long-term goals things is really important. Incredibly important.
And I'm absolutely A-okay with someone having different goals than me because that means that we get to, like, grow.
Yeah.
And, like, explore different lives. Whereas if your long-term goal is the same exact as mine, how fucking boring is that?
Yeah, it's awful.
Like, nah, dude. That's why I love people that love different things than me.
Yeah.
I love that you love robots having sex.
Absolutely.
I love that you love trash movies.
Yeah.
Because you have taught me to appreciate them in very different ways.
In a way that you never thought you would before.
No. Nope. Never did.
It's important to surround yourself with people who have different opinions than you. Doesn't have a good relationship with their family.
For you? I'm going to say that's a green flag.
It is.
I was going to say,
because you're crushing it.
Well, here's the thing with that, is that if you said that's a red flag, I'd be like, damn, how are you friends with anyone? Like,
I think
it's a red flag to me when you're enmeshed with your family. That's a red flag.
That's a red flag. When, like, yeah, there's a difference between, like, really getting along with your family. I think that's dope. And then there's getting along with your family, and then there's hyper dependence and, like, enmeshment with your family. And I feel like a lot of people don't know the difference.
Oh, absolutely not. Well, because like you said, it's dope if you get along. And for me, like, I don't give a shit about anyone's relationship with their family. Like, I don't think it's cool that you get along with your family. You don't get, like, extra points for being like, oh, I get along. I'm like, congratulations. Like, you were just lucky enough to either not have super shitty parents or super shitty siblings. Yeah. Or you were, like, you know, you're still in the matrix. You haven't woken up that your fucking parents are shit asses yet.
Yeah. Or like, I don't know, it's one of those things where, like, I think a lot of personalities, you're lucky if things just happen to flow easier and conversation and that's a big deal in parenting too, that conversation of like, oh, we're going to have a household that is open to talk about feelings and it's a safe place. And that's awesome. But like, that is something that just kind of happens to you. It's, I don't know. So yeah, I said it was a, green flag that they don't get along with their family, because I think it's important to be honest too. Yeah. My stomach's making crazy noises right now.
I know. I'm so sad that our mic is not picking it up, because you were making all sorts of noises.
It like keeps going. My mic, I don't know. If you guys hear it, sorry. That's my fucking stomach. All right, here we go.
They're still intertwined with their past relationships.
By intertwined, that is too
like
vague.
They still like talk to their exes.
Actually, I think it's a green flag for me.
Yeah?
Yeah, if you still talk to, so long as your exes are good people, I think it's a green flag if you guys still chat every now and again, just because it proves to me that, like, you are an adult enough to know that it was also your fault. Because I feel like so many people will just be like, yeah, my ex is fucking crazy. I don't speak to any of them.
Everyone's ex is fucking crazy.
Right.
You're someone's crazy fucking ex.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. 100%.
That's how that works.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I think it's a green flag. What is it for you?
Well, I'm a jealous bitch, so it's a red flag for me.
Don't get me wrong. I'm still jealous, but like that's okay.
Caboose had relationships with his exes, and nah, dude, they're fucking nasty. Like, obviously not all of them, because it's not like he had a bunch. Like, we got together really young. But, like, the one chick that, like, sent me messages being like, oh, he's into snowballing.
That was inappropriate.
Yeah, no. So I have, like, personal shit with, like, exes that I'm just like, ew, no. And I think there's just, I don't know. I think it's hard to be friends with an ex and have your spouse not, like, wonder. So it's always like, to me, I'm like, no, and like, I'm not friends with like any of my like super close guy friends that I was like really close with once they got into relationships, because I have very flirty relationships with my guy friends. Like to be clear, you know, I have flirty relationships with everyone, but I see that like harming their relationship. And so it's easier for me to just back off and be like, nope, I don't pose a threat, than it is to be like, no, get used to me. Yeah. So, yeah, no, I don't want your fucking exes up in my shit, because bitches be crazy.
That's fair.
And bitches applies to everyone, not just women.
Not just women, men too. Yeah.
Those bitches be crazy too.
You're telling me. Yeah, I definitely think, I don't know. It does depend. This is a very like, this one's like, very situational based, I think. It depends, but for the most part, I would say that's a green flag for me.
Well, you're more mature than me.
I wouldn't say that. You're allowed to have red flags with bad experience. Well, how does Dr. Romney put it? She said that red flags a lot of the times are due to personal experiences, and it's not an all-encompassing opinion. So before y'all get worried, don't worry about it. Anyways. This is so stupid. Likes kombucha.
Ew. I'm hoping to God that's a red flag for you.
It is.
Okay. I'm going to go on a slight rant, and then when she's done laughing. Yes. Okay, kombucha is not this all healing thing that people think it is. Nothing is. Mm-hmm. Nothing is this like all healing thing. If you know me, you know that I love weed. I don't think weed's for everyone. I don't think weed will solve all your problems. Mm-hmm. I love mushrooms. I don't think they will solve all your problems. Mm-hmm. I think that they can be tools.
Are we comparing kombucha to psychedelics?
Yes. But, okay, because also there's about to be loud noises outside of our house. Does it sound like an earthquake? I'm hoping it sounds like an earthquake on the mic. Really, it's just because it's trash day.
Yeah, it's trash day.
But a lot of people that drink kombucha think that is this like, it's part of a lifestyle of like healthy lifestyles.
Right.
So I know very few people that just genuinely enjoy the flavor of kombucha. Exactly. That do not also encompass this entire lifestyle. And my issue with like lifestyles like that is that it tends to be quite judgy. So I associate kombucha with people who are like, no, you have to drink it. And I'm like, I think it tastes gross. And they're like, well, no, but it has, what is it? Apple cider vinegar in it. And so it's so good for you. And it's got like fermented things. I'm like, yeah, but I can just like eat sauerkraut.
Yeah.
And get that good.
And enjoy the flavor.
So for me, it's the like culture around it. It's the same thing with like any type of culture. Like if all you do is like spout how good CrossFit is, I'm going to be like, ooh, triggered. Nothing fixes everything.
Oh, for sure.
And don't get me wrong. I've been that person. I'm that person that like, I'm like, oh my God, this will solve all your problems. But kombucha, that's a big red flag for me. The moment you offer that to me, no, it's gross. It tastes gross. And I don't know what you've done to your taste buds to harm them so much that you think it tastes great.
I know I'm rude.
You're mean to them.
Literally. I'm like, stop lying. Stop lying. Kombucha's not good. It's not good. Okay? Stop fucking lying. So yeah, kombucha's a red flag for me. Very specific. But I do like your in-depth thing because it is true. It does fall into the category of the people of the lifestyle that they have.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that, the pattern of like a lot of the times the people who do enjoy kombucha for sure fall into that category.
I think it's because like I've lifestyle hopped a lot in my life. Mm-hmm. So like, you know, I got really into CrossFit and hung out with a whole bunch of CrossFit people. Mm-hmm. And then it was like, you can only eat sweet potatoes. You can't have white potatoes because white potatoes are bad, but sweet potatoes are okay. And you can drink cider, but you can't drink beer because gluten's bad. Like that whole thing.
Yeah.
And then I also hung out with a whole bunch of yogis and that's all they drank was kombucha. And then they all had like gut problems because the acidity. They have gut problems. They have heartburn. And I'm like, you wonder? Well, I mean,
what?
To throw shade at you for a second.
Oh, I will
caboosing all of his fucking chili oil last night.
I will own it. I know for a fact that when I eat something spicy and go, you know what is a really great idea? Sour gummy worms right now. I know
and
that
then you have what? Heartburn.
Yes, and I know. I'm like, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I did that to myself.
Yep.
And then I'll do it again. Mm-hmm. And I do it again.
And that's what I told him last night. I was like, this is why you and Callie have to eat Tums. Mm-hmm. Because you guys eat all this fucking ridiculously hot food.
Oh, when we travel, I'm strapped with the Tums. It's good.
Yeah,
it's a good thing. Yeah,
that's terrible.
Sure. And then you started carrying Tums too, which thank you.
Well, I carry Tums because you guys walk around eating hot shit or sour shit. So yeah, kombucha, no.
Is a no. Oh wait, yeah, it's your go. My bad.
Fuck, dude, mine suck.
That's okay.
This person misspelled eggshells. This is not a very good list. It says you walk on eggshells around them.
Oh, yeah, that's like, totally a green flag for me. I love that. I used to love it. I'm not going to lie. That used to be a green flag for me, but not anymore. Not anymore. You take your time.
No, you tell another one.
I'll tell another one while you look.
Oh, it gets mad if you don't text them back.
Part of me thinks, okay, I know now it's a red flag. Part of me used to think it was so attractive, but now it's a red flag. That's a red flag.
Wait, that doesn't text back?
If they get mad at you if they don't text back? Or if they don't... If they get mad at me because I don't text back, I think it's a red flag.
Yeah, I agree.
Sometimes it's funny, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I also, like that? Because I was like, this is going to be good. Miss fucking, her phone is always strapped to her.
Yeah.
Like, always. I carry my phone around some, but then I just like leave, like my screen's always on. I just leave that shit open.
Yeah, you'll just leave it around the house.
So then people are like, well, you saw the message. I'm like, I probably didn't, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. It's just not the right thing for me.
That's
My phone
okay.
makes me mad.
No, that's fair. I think.
And also, I read text and then I'm like, oh, I don't want to text back right now.
I get overwhelmed.
And then I forget about it.
Because sometimes, like, you ever do the thing where, like, all of a sudden everyone's replying to you and then, like, your inbox is full and you're like, okay, I'm overwhelmed now. So
Literally every day with emails.
Yeah, for sure. No, actually.
That's why I keep telling people, I'm like, if you want me to reply, put a question mark or the word question in the subject matter. Otherwise, I'm not replying.
That's fair.
I'm like, because it's too much.
Question?
Yeah, I literally tell people that.
Has mental health issues. Red or green flag?
Green flag.
It is. It really is, though. No, okay. Here's why that's a fucking green flag, you guys. This is why this is a fucking green flag. Everyone has mental health issues. It's just whether or not you're honest about them. So if you're fucking telling me that you have, like, issues, thank you. I appreciate that because you're fucking honest. I'm at a point in my life where I'm not trying to fuck with anybody who pretends like nothing's wrong. I'm convinced we're all fucking crazy. It just depends on the level of honesty you're at. God damn. So that's my
completely agree with that.
Right?
Yeah.
Because the people who are like, okay, this is a red flag. People who are like, I've never struggled with anxiety or depression. I'm like, I feel like you have.
Well, that just means you haven't sat with it enough to be able to recognize what it is.
That it was anxiety or depression.
Or you are just so, like, disconnected with your emotions that you're like, okay, everything is fine. Everything's great.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool. What's yours?
Drives a Mustang. Red flag or green flag? I just make that shit up.
For you, probably a green flag.
Oh, interesting.
Is it a red flag for you?
Yeah, dude. I don't need your tiny dick near me.
Oh. Well, you like guys with... Well, I wouldn't say you like guys with big dicks.
Wait. I like guys with tiny dicks.
No. That's not what I was going to say.
A jacked up truck gets me every time.
I was going to say. So, like, technically, they're, like, the same thing. They're not. But you know what I mean? They fall into the same category.
So, a jacked up truck
yeah,
can drive over, like, parking shit. So, like, when you're in a parking lot and you can't get out because it's too busy, I can drive right over a bush. I can fucking hop a curb. Anytime Caboose hops a curb, not that he does it a lot, but when he has to, it's the hottest thing ever. Get me out of this situation. I don't want to be here. Your Mustang, it's going to do nothing.
Yeah.
If you drive a Mustang, 9 times out of 10, you've lowered it. And then it is the least functional vehicle ever. I understand for gas, trucks are not functional. But a truck is easily a picnic table. If I'm hungry and I don't want to eat inside because there's too many people, I can sit on the tailgate.
That's true. That is true.
That's like my first go-to when I'm like, oh, it's busy in here. Let's just go sit on the back of the truck.
I love that one time.
You can have sex back there.
Okay.
You love that one time what?
Versatile. We were eating, we were on the tailgate eating Carl's Jr. Beyond Burgers.
Yeah.
On that one road trip. That was a good time in the parking lot.
And, like, you want it to be jacked up because then you can see everyone else on the road and because it's just more functional. And there's something about, like, I personally love driving a jacked up truck because when you hop out of it as a, like, I'm not super small, but as, like, a kind of small woman, it's so much fun.
So question, is it the guys with the jacked up truck or is it just the jacked up truck?
Oh, it's just the jacked up trucks. Yeah, but that being said, I haven't met a whole lot of dudes with jacked up trucks that I don't like, that aren't, like, nice guys. Like, and that could be partly because, like, I'm in, I spent a long time in the South and those guys just are genuinely, like, sweeter because, like, that's another, like, red flag for me is West Coast car guys. They're not actual car guys.
Oh, yeah.
These are just men that spend stupid amounts of money on car. It is the equivalent to saying you're into, like, physical fitness and just getting a lot of Botox done.
Red flag or green flag, most of their Instagram is pictures of their car.
Oh my God. No one fucking cares about your car like that.
Fucking red flag. Well, they do. Other car guys do. That's a huge West Coast guy thing. Yeah. Like, their Instagram will just be pictures of their cars.
Well, and, like, on the East Coast, we don't call those car guys.
Yeah.
They're just dudes. Yeah, like, you're just a guy that drives a car. You're just a
guy that's obsessed with his car.
But because over there, car guys know how to work on cars.
Yes, 100%.
So, like, you need to know how to, like, pull an engine out, fix it, put it back in. You are, like, a top level car guy if you have a fucking lift.
I had a boyfriend who said that he was a car guy. See, this is a difference between West Coast car guys and East Coast car guys. or like Southern car guys. I had a boyfriend who said he was a car guy, and when he went to go change my oil, they stripped the oil drain plug, and then his next move was just to put new oil on top of the old oil. That's his solution. It was so bad.
Well, because also there's no tools. Like, bro, all it took was vice grips. Caboose just put vice grip and was like, all right, there you go, done.
Boom.
Like, why did you use the wrong size fucking tools? And why did you not use the correct tools? Like, what the fuck?
I don't know.
It's not that hard. And I think that's the thing for me. Whereas, like, I am very attracted to individuals that can take care of things. So if you're like, I'm a car guy, I'm like, cool, you can work on a car.
But what kind of car guy are you?
Yeah. And then I came out here and I was like, all these guys say they're car guys, but their car is always in the shop.
Yeah.
Like, and they're not even fixing it themselves. No.
Nah.
That's a red flag for me. It's your go.
Big red flag. Let's see. What's on the list? Oh, likes PC video games. So computer video games.
Ooh, I don't know for you. Because you're a console kind of lady.
I'm a console gamer.
I'm going to say that's a red flag for you.
Green flag.
Ooh.
It's actually a green flag for me.
Nice.
I don't know. I feel like most of the PC players that I've met are really nice. It's the fucking console guys that are hit or miss.
Interesting.
Like, yes, which is, again, some of these are about me. If you're more of a console person, it's a hit or miss. You're either really cool or you're fucking terrible. I'm serious.
There's no in between.
There's no in between.
Are you really terrible?
I would say I'm cool. I don't game competitively. I don't say any slurs on the internet. Like, it also depends on the kind of console games and the kind of PC games. But for the most part, even like PC games that I would consider a red flag, for example, like Counter-Strike, I would be like, that's kind of a red flag. Still, some of the guys that I know that play that on PC, I think that's a PC game, are cool. But dudes who play like
should
FIFA,
add that in there because Caboose plays it.
Yeah, Caboose.
Wait, what was I just liked the hide and seek when you got to be furniture.
That's a prop hunt.
Yeah, prop hunt. That's my game.
So that's also a hit or miss. You could either be really cool or fucking terrible when it comes to prop hunt. You could be like a cool person.
Well, I'm
or the
really
worst.
great at prop hunt, so
I meant like
get mad at Caboose because he doesn't look at rooms properly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you can, if you just show me the map, like if we play this map once, I remember everything that's there and I can tell you everything that's out of place.
Oh, that is so impressive. That is
like,
so cool. Yeah,
that's all you have to do.
You're like the trump card when it comes to prop hunt. The panic that I feel when I'm.
Oh, well, that's also why I love it, because when you're the little, like you're a trash can, and you're just there and someone's walking right by you and you're like, don't move. It's hide and seek. It's so much fun.
It's so scary.
And then I love shooting. You just get to shoot random stuff. So you don't have to shoot a person. You're shooting a couch, a fucking potted plant. And like for some reason the potted plant gets me every time.
It depends. It really depends. But I say for the most part, PC players are really cool. If you play FIFA, that's a red flag. That's a fucking red flag. I don't care how good of a person you are. That's a red fucking flag. FIFA, no. That's a hard no.
So secretly I judge people that play sports on
video games, right?
But don't do sports in real life.
Thank you.
No, obviously that doesn't apply with like shooting games, but I also have a lot to like dissect about shooting games personally, so we won't get into that rant. But yeah, the like just playing sports, like it's also why I liked having the Connect sports, because you were up moving. But I'm like, so you're just sitting here drinking Mountain Dew, eating Doritos, playing football,
but not playing football.
But like, when was the last time you like walked around the block?
Yeah. 100%.
And then you're wondering why you feel shitty. Like, I think that's like, for me, like all video games come under this like pink flag. I do love them as like an adult babysitting service. So if I have stuff to do and I want Caboose to just leave me alone for like an hour, I'm like, why don't you go play your game? You know, like he's a child. And if you're a husband listening to this, more than likely this has happened to you.
Get out of my way. Just play your video game.
Yeah, if we tell you go play your video game, just give me space, dude. I have shit I need to do.
Right.
But otherwise, like, yeah, I think there's just, I like find myself getting triggered by people that like love video games, because I'm like, so what else do you do in your life? But that's, like you said, flags come with like personal caveats, and I watch a lot of like sounds offensive, but I watch a lot of like potential being wasted with people playing video games.
Yeah.
Instead of like doing stuff.
100%. Yeah. And that's the thing. It all comes down to like personal experience.
But I love that you absolutely hate FIFA.
Yeah.
Mine's WoW. I think if you play WoW, I don't want to talk to you. I don't know people that can responsibly play WoW. It's too addictive. It's like online gambling. Like it's like so addictive.
Well, that's the thing. Like games like WoW or League of Legends, League of Leukemia. Sorry, too soon. Yeah, like these campaigns last like hours and hours and hours. So depends.
Okay, you go.
Let me see. Let's see another funny one. Runs marathons or does something active on the holidays with family. So, like the turkey run and stuff like that.
Is that a red flag for you?
It's a green flag.
Okay. We should do one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm down. I've never done one. That's why I think it's a green flag, because I feel like it's kind of cute. I'm like, I think it's cute. Lots of people hate people who do that.
I love people that do that because I love the idea of like, especially on like Thanksgiving and doing a turkey trot.
Turkey trot.
I love the idea of everyone is like, dude, I'm going to relax today, except unless you're in the fucking kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
Then your life sucks.
Yeah.
But so I think maybe it's like it's my way of like punishing all the people that are trying to be lazy on Thanksgiving and being like, hey, you don't do the work. So you have to go run.
You have to run with us.
And I just think it's funny.
I think it's great. I think that, a lot of people think that like that's a huge red flag because they don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But I love it. And
we're going to do a turkey trot
because I fucking love that. That is so funny. Oh my God. I didn't know that was also going to be a green flag for you.
Dude, I love it. I love like any sort of just because to me, okay, upset people again. Dumb sports. I think a 5K is the dumbest thing because you're not really like, you're not moving the marker on like your health or anything for it. It's just doing it like every once in a while. Mm-hmm. And I will never forget the memory of like, we tried to do it as like a shop bonding thing. But of course the order like pulled out very last second. So Caboose filled her spot. And we ran, it was just a 5K. And it was like designed to make, like the idea was great. Designed to make the shop like bond and healthy together.
How many miles is a 5K?
3 miles.
3, okay.
Yeah, cool, I think it's technically like 3.2, but something like that. So it's right around 3 miles.
Yeah.
And we were running it. And of course, like I did CrossFit, Caboose did CrossFit, and the other 2 guys that we were doing it with that worked for us were just like, fuck it. Like, we don't care. We'll do it. So we were running it and it was in some parking lot of a school and it just, the trail was stupid and sucked and you had to like loop in and out. And we were like, this is dumb. Like we've already paid our money. We don't care. Like, so we just cut like part of it off. Because you had to like decide to go down and back, and we just like cut that part off because they were dying. And one of the guys like was like, "Dude, I'm dying. It's super early. I need a cigarette." And so then he was running, and we were running like off the trail, so he wasn't near anyone where his smoke could hit anyone, with a cigarette just like hanging and bouncing out of his mouth.
That's hilarious.
And it was because it was a color run. So they throw like the stuff on you. And it was just so fucking funny because the people that were running it when we just like turned were like, that's cheating! This person's cheating! And it was iconic to watch all these mums with strollers fucking losing their mind on us like it was some actual competition. And I'm like, dude, this is doing nothing. Like, we're just having fun.
That's my thing.
I'm like, it's not hurting anyone. Like, us cheating is not harming anyone. This is not a competition where you are getting rated. And also, you have 2 kids in your stroller. Like, if you are running your race, just run your race, boo. Like, you would be in a different category. We are all just people running that don't have kids stroller situation.
Mind you, you guys look like tattoo artists. So it is one of those things where it's like, really, one guy has a fucking cigarette hanging out of his mouth. How serious do you think he's taking it?
Yes.
Oh my God. That is really funny.
It's so good.
That's really sweet.
But yeah, so I love them because I can't wait for you to go to one because some people take those shit so seriously.
That's my thing. I'm like, okay, it's called a turkey trot. How fucking serious do you think this shit's supposed to be?
Well, that's the thing. It's a color run. They just fucking blow color powder all over you.
Yeah.
It's not that serious.
No.
But I love people that take it super serious.
Cute.
Because it's funny.
All right, here you go.
Oh, fuck, dude, I'm not ready.
Oh, that's okay. Do you want me to do another one?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do another one while you look.
All mine suck.
Let's see. I said, thinks that Anna Kendrick is, like, sexually very attractive.
That's a very oddly specific thing.
I know.
Based on your tone, I'm going to say red flag.
Damn it. Yes, it is a red flag. I don't know why, but people who are attracted to Anna Kendrick in a not wholesome way, they're always fucking weird.
Can we talk about why you only want to think of her in a wholesome way? I think she is a sexual being.
Here's the thing. Like, Anna Kendrick, yeah, she would be fun to have sex with, for sure. But some people take it too, like, fucking far. Some people are like, oh my God, like, I would chop off my arm to have sex with Anna Kendrick and shove my face in her boobs. For anyone. You know, some people are like that. Some people are like fucking, like, I don't know what it is. It's like this niche group of fucking people. And
okay,
it's
not on air, but I'm going to ask you later who the fuck this person was because I'm very curious.
Absolutely.
So not on air, but
absolutely,
yes.
I will. Because I know at least two. Probably, no, I feel like I know at least two people who have been fucking, like, obsessed with Anna Kendrick. And it's not that, like, you can't not think of her wholesomely. Like, I think that I would have fun having sex with Anna Kendrick. I'll say that on air right now. I would have fun. But I'm not, like, fucking obsessed with the idea. There's, like, this niche group of people who are absolutely obsessed with, like, having sex with her. It's weird. It's weird, and they're all creeps. They're all creeps. So that's fine.
Unless it's her partner. Her partner's specific. Hopefully not a creep, and
I doubt it.
Is hopefully enjoying her wholesomely
and sexually. All right. Do you have one?
Yeah.
What is it?
Likes anime.
That's a red flag, and you know it. That's a red flag for you, for sure. Yes. For me, kind of a red flag.
Bitch, you like anime.
I do. But again, it depends on the level of how much you like anime. Because some people will be like, have you seen this? Have you seen this? Oh, you haven't seen that? You haven't seen this? You haven't seen this? How much time do you think I have dedicated to anime? I don't have that much time dedicated to anime. I've seen one recent, in air quotes, anime all the way through. One. So, and the episodes were like fucking 20 minutes long. So really, it wasn't that hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, for me, it's
love anime.
That being said, I love my clients that get anime tattoos.
Hell yeah. They're so fun to do.
I personally just don't. I don't like any sort of cartoons unless it's like the style that Archer is.
That's interesting.
It's the only style. Otherwise, they're not aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, a lot of them aren't.
Like,
a lot of them are not. Like,
however, claymation.
That's
oh
fine.
God, you got me on claymation.
So
I'll watch anything.
Likes claymation, green flag for you.
Yeah, I guess.
It always depends on the level of how much I like it. You know,
like
if you're obsessed, if you're gonna quiz me on every recent anime, then I'm gonna say that's a red flag.
Well, that once again goes into that, like, you're taking shit too far. It's everything a little bit, nothing all the way.
Yep.
Like, that's it. Like, I need you to be a super diverse person. I like people that are obsessed with really specific things, but don't judge other people. They're just excited to share it with you.
Yeah.
They're like, let me tell you about this. Like, your weird obsession with, like, watching tarantula feeding videos. That was really fun. That was a fun phase.
It was a good ride, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love people in the middle of a hyperfixation. As long as they're not judging. In like
don't quiz me.
A fun, judgy way is fine.
Yeah.
But don't judge people to their face about shit.
Absolutely.
All right, we got time for one more, and then I have to go to work.
One more, and then it's work time for you. It's
not for you.
Good.
You had a cancellation.
Woo! It's been my week. It has been my week.
Wait, if you only have a couple more, just knock through them.
Okay. Has no tattoos.
For you?
Red or green flag for me. It is a red flag. Doesn't like onions. That one's easy.
Red flag. You love onions.
Has no social media.
That's a red flag all the way around. I don't trust anyone who doesn't have social media, and I don't appreciate people that lie about it. If you just don't want me to be on your social media, just say, hey, I like to keep it private.
Yeah.
But like...
Or just like, don't follow me, and then it's fine.
Don't follow me. Also, that's my thing. Don't follow me or my pages, and then not expect me to follow you back.
Oh, absolutely.
And like do a fucking deep dive on you. Because all of my shit on social media is public because I'm very much an open book and I don't like secrets. But yeah, don't fucking.
It used to be green for me. Now for safety reasons, it is a red flag.
Yeah. No, that's fucking weird.
Uses Twitter frequently.
That should be a red flag for you.
It is a red flag.
Good.
It's about me, by the way. I use Twitter frequently. Likes football.
Also find her on Twitter. Her Twitter's the most chaotic, amazing
I'm begging
place.
you guys, don't do that.
Her Twitter is the closest to what it's like actually living with her. Now, I don't follow her Twitter because I think it's important that she have areas of the internet that are purely just hers. And also, I don't give a shit. Like, I'm not adopting a whole other platform.
Twitter person.
I'm not. I'm just not I like Instagram.
Yeah. But also, you're kind of forced to like Instagram because like it's part of our job too.
Yeah. And Instagram is like where it's at. And then I just don't see why. I can see tweets on Instagram.
Oh, for sure.
If they're that important, I'll see them on Instagram.
Yeah, if they're that funny, I'll post them on my close friends. Likes American football.
Oh, red flag.
Red flag. Doesn't like horror movies.
Red flag.
It's a green flag for me.
Oh, really? You want to be with someone who...
Yeah, I want something for myself.
Oh.
But also, again, a lot of people who love horror movies take it a step too far.
That's true. Yeah.
I have horror movie tattoos, so I'm one of those people. So don't feel called out.
Yeah, I was going to say, she used to get really mad that I was like, dude, I hate this.
Yeah, I used to.
And now she's like, that's fine. You're allowed to hate it. Because I'm like, well, I don't make you watch Disney movies and expect you to have a good time.
That's true. But speaking of, we do need to watch this isn't Disney, but Puss in Boots together.
Yeah, I agree.
This is my last one.
Okay.
It's really stupid. Drinks Monster energy drinks.
That's a red flag for me.
I drink Monster. It is a red flag.
They're
100%.
Gross.
I think
they're gross. They're gross and they're a waste of calories. And the ones that are 0 calories are even grosser. The flavors are all slightly semeny.
I like the white one. Oh my God.
Come for me. Monster aftertaste has a semen
shut up.
Like residue in your mouth.
I'm going to have to taste it again. Just to find out, because I don't think I've caught that.
Yeah.
I think it is really fun. I like the white one, whatever flavor
because you know,
that is.
like now the whole world knows I hate the taste of semen. You can apologize to my husband. It's fine. He's used to it. We've been in this for a long time.
It's okay.
Yeah, I literally have nightmares about it. That's how much I hate it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's terrible, disgusting, worst taste in the fucking world. And yeah, Monster, especially the white one, the aftertaste has the same, we'll use your favorite statement, mouthfeel that semen has.
I hate the mouthfeel thing. That's awful.
She's going to clip this for social media because I just said that Monster tastes like semen.
Oh, fuck yeah. There are several moments in this particular episode that are going to, this episode's going to be posted a lot. Yeah. Because it's very funny. But yeah, those are all my very niche red flag green flags.
That is us for the week, but tell me your win for the week because I'm not giving that up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. My win for the week, would have to be... shit, dude. What is my win for the week? I would say being really, or at least I shouldn't say really analytical, but more analytical about relationships.
Nice.
And stuff that's forming and stuff like that. I think I'm a lot more purposeful when it comes to really not fixating on how I feel, but really paying attention to how people treat me. And actually just just being more purposeful in that sense.
Nice.
What's your win for the week?
I have been working on eating a lot more whole foods, leafy greens, a lot of salads. So I'm feeling better because even though I'm still physically heavier than I would like to be, I don't feel necessarily good right now. I, instead of my impulse, which is crash dieting, instead... Caboose and I are doing the 800-gram challenge.
That's so fucking dope.
So we're just eating a lot of whole foods, and I'm holding myself accountable to that.
Fuck yeah. That is a win.
So that feels good, yeah.
That's a fucking win.
So,
all
right, guys. Please, if you have specific red flags or green flags, send them on over. I fucking love them. I love every bit of social interaction that we get with you guys. Even though I know that I'm pretty terrible about responding, it does mean the world to me because that's the whole reason why I wanted to do this.
Yeah, absolutely. We love to hear it. And I hope, I mean, if you got offended, sorry.
I'm not sorry.
But a lot of these red flags of mine are red flags I literally own. So it's fine, you guys. It's okay. Red flags are normal. Red flag, thinking that you don't have red flags. There you go. So.
Hot take. All right. Love you guys so much. And we'll see you back next week. Bye.
Bye.